Welcome to Stratton Adventures. As we get ready for an unforgettable day on snow, there's a few things to keep in mind today to ensure you have the best experience out there. Most importantly, follow your guide today. Follow their movements on snow as well as the guidance they give you to safely operate your vehicle. Follow their tracks as best as you can, but make sure to stay a safe distance from each other. You'll want to be 2 to 3 snowmobiles apart in a single line. Any variation from this formation, and it can be a danger to you and other riders. While keeping your distance from other riders, pay attention to the brake lights in front of you. Snowmobiles don't stop immediately, and it takes time to slow down and stop, like a small train. As a heads up, we'll make a few stops at the beginning of the tour to ensure everyone's feeling comfortable operating the sled and to give you an idea of what to expect next. During these stops, your guide will ask if drivers and passengers would like to switch. Please make sure your guide knows before you switch places. This is also an opportunity to ask questions, and we will have more stops at the beginning than we will later in the tour. Okay, now let's talk about how to drive a snowmobile. The throttle is located on the right-hand side, just below the handlebar, and is controlled by your thumb. When we are driving our snowmobiles, we only want to have our thumb on the throttle. Please do not palm the throttle. It is extremely important to have a loose thumb, so you only press it as you want to. When drivers use their whole palm, this dramatically increases the chance of panic throttling, where you either lean into or fully grab the handlebars, causing you to accelerate out of control and potentially end up in the woods. Consistent and steady pressure on the throttle is key. Ease your way into it and find your sweet spot. When we are going uphill, we want to keep on the gas. We will need that momentum to stay up and over the hill, just like driving a car. Remember, you are responsible for staying in control of your vehicle and its speeds at all times. Now that we know how to go, let's talk about how to stop. Your brake lever is located on the left side of your handlebars. When we're using our brakes, we want to make sure that we only pump the brakes. This is very important that we only pump them. You don't want to hold the brakes as that causes them to lock up. If you hold the brakes for too long, it will cause the machine to fishtail and possibly slide sideways. If you find yourself in the situation where you accidentally held the brakes for too long and it begins to slide sideways, simply let go of the brakes. As soon as you let go of the brakes, the machine will correct itself and begin to straighten back out. Once the machine is straight again, you can go back to pumping the brakes. Now that we know how to stop and go, there's only a few other things we need to know before heading out there. Turning your snowmobile. Turning isn't exactly as easy as turning your handlebars. You'll also need to shift your weight into your turns. Passengers, that goes for you too. You'll want to pay attention to this. For example, if we have a right-hand turn coming up, we need to turn our handlebars to the right, just like on a bicycle, and we also need to shift our weight to the right. When we say shift your weight, it's not just about moving your head. You need to shift all your body weight to the side that you are turning on. If you only turn your handlebars and don't shift your weight, the vehicle can easily keep driving straight rather than turning. Passengers, you need to help too. Your helmet should be lined up with your driver's helmet. If they lean left, you lean left. You'll mess the driver up if you're not leaning with them. Lastly, our trails aren't always perfectly flat. Sometimes they lean to the left or right, in which case you'll want to make sure to lean your weight to the uphill side. For example, if we're driving along and all of a sudden I'm driving over a hill that leans to the right, I need to shift my weight to the uphill side, which is to the left, even though gravity is pulling my weight to the right. Great, now you know how to drive and ride a snowmobile. Some final thoughts before we head out there. You are responsible for the way your vehicle drives at all times. If you are uncomfortable, unsure, have a bug in your eye, just stop where you are and wait for your guide to come back and assist you. Your inability, unpreparedness, or unwillingness to start or finish this tour will not result in a refund. If you are removed for the tour for any reason, it will not result in a refund. If we suspect that you are under the influence of any illegal substances, you will be removed from the tour without a refund. And now, to wrap it up, I'll leave you with these important reminders. Remember, always 1 by 1, single file line, and please follow your guide. Gas is on the right, brakes are on the left. Remember to pump the brakes, don't hold them, and please only use your thumb on the throttle. If you begin to fishtail, let go of the brakes, let the machine self-correct, then go back to pumping the brakes. Shift your weight into turns. Left turns, lean left. Right turns, lean right. Passengers, don't forget that you're part of the lean team too. And now that we've covered all that, it's time to get out there and enjoy.